Y'all, I got a little baby Groot here, and I got a little stitch right here, little beach stitch. Probably shouldn't have bought them, but I sold my e-bike. I got $2,250 out of it. I got $50 more out of it than I bought it for. Bought it for a great deal. It was the Spicy Curry all-terrain. I was hoping that I would have been healed up by now, so it could have been one of the things that I could have looked forward to after I was back to work and healed up. One of the things I could look forward to going camping and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it's been 3 months and I still haven't been paid from my petition job, and I don't think they're going to pay me. I think they are just stealing from me. I think I've learned my lesson with the petition industry, that they're not to be trusted. I would only trust one guy that I've ever worked for. But yeah, so I sold the bike. And why did I sell it though? Well, I was completely out of money, and I had not secured a job yet, and I had still been denied disability. I got a lawyer, and the lawyer said, based upon the results of what the Concentra, the doctor that works for the insurance companies, which tried to send me back to work the first week, how is it that they go off base what the doctor wrote, but I still was able to qualify for workers' compensation for a year, barely being able to walk for a year? So the system is a complete scam. You'll find out real fast after you're injured that there was no point in paying taxes. But the positive news is I got this exoskeleton off of Facebook Marketplace. It is the top of the line one. It was the only one that was available. I wish I would have waited, because I just saw a different one for $500. But this one I got for $800. This is $2,000 new. This is the Hypershell. This is the Hypershell Ultra. That way I wasn't able to use the bike. I used that bike for 2 days when my vehicle broke down. Actually, it was a piece that I could have just jumped, and I ended up paying a tow truck $750 and them to replace it, just because they had let me set in their lot. But I was going through a lot of heat, and I wasn't able to think clearly. I remember that sometimes when my truck didn't start, that I just had to bridge this part on the connection, and it ended up costing me like $1,000. But I was using that e-bike to collect signatures, and this was like 3 months ago. I never ended up getting paid on those signatures, so it was a big headache. But yeah, a lot of untrustworthy people in the petition industry. But yeah, now this also, I wouldn't really be able to use that e-bike. To take it in and out, for it to fit in here, I have to lift it up, and every time I lift it up and take it down, I'm sore and really can't walk at all for like 3 days. It weighed 80 pounds. The electric unicycle I can take out, because I don't have to prop it up and lift it up. It's just much easier to navigate. I have not been riding the electric unicycle because I've been really focused on trying to secure work, and I was really trying to secure just different things. So yes, this exoskeleton, it really does work. The only thing about it is it doesn't work as good as I thought it would. For going up hills, it makes it like 50% easier, but it only really helps 10% when going straight, I think. So I'm still going to be testing this out. I might end up reselling this if I don't think it's worth the value. But I bought this so that, since I got denied the disability and I've been having issues trying to figure out how to navigate the setting up a primary doctor through Medi-Cal. I never needed a doctor before the injury. I could run 10 miles a day. We were swinging the 50-pound sword on here. I never needed a doctor, but now I've been falling apart. So, really excited about that. I secured a job for $33 an hour, but I think I got fired because they wanted me to go do EMGs. Well, I looked it up and I couldn't see anything negative about the EMGs. They said that it wouldn't be an issue, that it wouldn't hurt, and it wouldn't affect anything. But they're always, anytime you're going to get a medical thing done, they're getting paid to do it, and they always minimize the effects that it can have. I, for 2 days, was having twitching in my body, involuntary twitching, and I was afraid that I was going to go into a seizure. I had to stop the EMG. First off, I was yelling because it hurt so bad, and they kept doing it over and over. They did it like 50 shocks, and they didn't even complete this left arm. So my heart was really having a hard time. It was hurting me, and I was having a hard time breathing. That's gone away. I'm still low energy, but I'm doing a little bit better. A couple of days ago before that, I was actually doing better because I was starting supplements, and I'm going to show you guys what they are and what's been helping me. I've been dealing with memory issues from the black mold in here. The heat from summer has really been taking a lot out of me because I don't have air conditioning. I have moved my bed to a new location because it's not as hot. I've been taking this creatine. This has really been helping with the pain that I experience in the morning. Like I can't take a full 5 grams because I'll start to get stomach cramps, but I'll take 2.5 grams. And I'll mix it with this animal pack. This has L-theanine in it and just a ton of really good stuff. This is, like, from what I've heard, one of the best multivitamins. And gosh, it's one of the best multivitamins. And I've also been taking BCAAs in the morning and glutamine. And I tried this glycerin. The first day I took it, I kind of had a headache, but it went away. And I'm taking 10 grams of liquid glycerin. And what it's doing is it's like bringing water into my muscles. If I don't drink a lot of water, I'll start to get dehydrated. But if I just drink 2 of these, with drinking the 10 grams of glycerol, and then I end up drinking the other 2.5 of creatine because I do want to get that 5 grams of creatine. That has been taking some of my joint pain away, and I've actually not felt this good since before the injury. I didn't feel this. I don't feel as good as I did before the injury, but since the injury, I haven't felt this good. I don't feel that good right now, but before the EMGs, I was feeling pretty okay. When I secured the $33 an hour job, I was afraid I was going to lose the job anyway because it's scheduled, and I literally missed the 2 days. I want to say that was because of the EMGs, but I lost my other job as well. The other job, though, I had to walk door to door, and I was only able to do that for 2 days before I was really re-injuring all my ligaments and tendons. I was having massive pain. Then I couldn't get up, and then I worked 2 more days, got fired, and then I peed the bed for 3 days in a row because I couldn't get out of bed. So how is my condition getting worse when I made some progress? The summer heat. Also, that year ago when I was trying to get back into the lower weight workouts that I wasn't really able to do. I was taking selective androgen receptor modulators. I was experimenting with Ostarine, MK2677, which is an anabolic steroid. And I was starting to have a lot of high blood pressure. And I just decided to stop taking it. And after I stopped taking it, all my pain came back. And so it's one of those things that you have to take. I'm kind of concerned that that's what's going to happen with the creatine and everything else, because I didn't take it this morning and all my pain was back. Although it could have been from the shocks that I had. So I don't know if it was from the shocks. The shocks definitely messed me up with the EMGs. But the good thing is creatine doesn't have that many side effects other than makes you look a little bit bloated and can be a little harsh on the kidneys. So what I'll end up doing is I'll end up staying super hydrated, and I'll analyze my diet and take some things that are really good for the kidneys, or I'll cycle on and off of it. The glycerol, I'm not sure. I should have done more research, but that helps to hydrate the body as well. And I've been dealing with a lot of dehydration. I don't know why I didn't think of it, but it's just been hard for me to think, because I used to be in sports, right? I used to know all this stuff, but after that fall, I hit my head. I had a concussion 2 years ago at the job that they still are trying to lowball me on, even though my body's changed for the rest of my life. I forgot what I was saying, but yes, this. Yes, second. Okay, so I had bought in this Blue Ox and Black Ox test boosters a while ago. When I first, actually about 2 years ago, I bought this, and I forgot that I'd bought them. I just started to go with the Blue Ox because testosterone boosters can make you pretty irritable, and when I'm in pain, I'm already irritable. But it's been nice as long as I stay super hydrated. The only issues that I found is the last 2 nights I've really had a hard time sleeping after the EMGs. I was able to sleep okay with this joint recovery stuff that had a bunch of magnesium in it. It was Animal Packs for the joints, same brand as the that I showed you for this, and that was helping to relax my body so that I could sleep. Which was good because I was having a really hard time sleeping after I ran out of my sleep aid. And sleep is the most important thing to be able to wake up in the morning and feel okay. So I'm going to be doing some reviews on some hardcore sleep, one from Transparent Labs and then one from Coca Labs, and then I'm going to be re-reviewing a Somata Max as well. And I'm just going to see if I take all these every day, drink a bunch of water, and then get that sleep recovery, if I can maintain a part-time or hopefully a full-time job while enduring the pain that I've been feeling. I'm going to push for it because I realize the system is broken, and it hasn't wanted to pay me disability since I've been injured, and I can't really bet on it. And even if it did, making $23 an hour, you'd only get $1,000 a month. So it's a slap in the face of being an American, in my opinion. Now I am thankful for the food stamps that I received, and that's just gotten me by. So was going to do a review on the electric scooter. That company would not give me a refund on the scooter. I was having a bunch of issues with it, so I ended up having someone else dropping off with someone else, and they ended up being able to fix it for me. So, and it only costed me $100. So now I'm gonna sell that electric scooter. I really was hoping that when they sent me that electric scooter, I could have been doing reviews and making money off of it, but I was kind of thinking about it. I'm thinking that in the future, once I can get recovered, instead of doing reviews on electric scooters, I'd much rather do reviews on electric unicycles and electric e-bikes once I can ride an e-bike again. And who knows, but I'm gonna have to sell this electric e-scooter. Maybe I'm just really frustrated from it, and it's just getting rid of it will make me feel better, knowing that I had to go through all that and never get to ride it. And I spent $1,000. I got a good deal. I contacted the company and I told them I was going to do reviews, and instead of paying like $15.99, I got it for like $1,100, which was a decent discount, but it came not working. Got it to work later when they sent me out the parts, and then I had to work and do petitions, and then a couple weeks ago I went back to try to get it to work, and it wasn't working. And the reason I chose it, what it is, it's the Highly Mobility Tiger V5. The reason I chose that is because it's the lightest weight off-road dual motor electric scooter. And I wanted to get into something that gave me an adrenaline rush, because when I have an adrenaline rush pumping, I would get a natural high from working out all the time, and I don't get that. But what I found is that's why when I was doing the electric unicycling, if I'm not feeling good, I do not hop on that electric unicycle. I have to be feeling absolutely perfect. Well, I never feel absolutely perfect, but confident when I jump on that electric unicycle. And my hands are free and I'm able to stand up, so it takes a lot of pressure off my back. So, and it's got a really nice suspension. So, anyway, that's kind of the update on what I've been going through, and been living the van life. I haven't really been showing off the van. Maybe in the future when I get things fixed up in here, and I can get a kitchen set up and I have the energy and I have to start cooking for myself. Lately I've been eating cold meat sandwiches and salads. That's how I've been surviving, getting a lot healthier. I stopped eating all the ramen noodle packets. Other things that I eat are the already cooked rice and baked beans, and what else do I eat? It's definitely nothing fancy, but I've been getting by. I'm really upset if I get fired from this job. Today I didn't say the best thing to them. I almost just didn't want to work it, and I was just feeling really mad because I was like mad at myself and then mad at them. They just kind of scheduled me. I didn't get enough training. I feel like I didn't get enough training, and they just kind of threw me to the wolves. And the day that I asked for off for the EMGs, right after the EMGs, I went there. After the EMGs, I was already kind of not feeling my best, but I tried really hard. I did really good masking. And he thought I was perfect. He thought I was going to be absolutely spectacular at this job. Well, I do have 10 years of sales experience, and I really do love good products that I can sell people. So I really hate if I do lose this job, but I was already late to 2 days. I didn't make it because after my research, I did later research after I was feeling this way, it said for 2 days you can feel really fatigued and dizzy after getting EMGs, which I had been feeling. and tired, which I'm still feeling tired today, even after taking my creatine and my testosterone boosters and everything else. Which I guess I wasn't really feeling like that amazing, but I think I'm getting back hopefully tomorrow to be able to feel like I was before the EMGs after taking these supplements and getting the proper amount of water. So I'm thinking that if I could do the barefoot walking, if I can shower every day, I can maintain hopefully a job. I'm telling them that I want to do full time, and then if I'm really good at the selling while I'm doing it, I can haggle them into being like, oh, well, I thought I could do the full time, that's what I need, but I can really only do the part time, or at least work with me because I'm doing so good as a top seller. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. But we'll see. I have not been responded to, and I went back, and the work that I was supposed to do tomorrow was deleted. So I can't really blame them, because but I didn't see this coming, and I didn't see that the EMGs were going to put me out like this. And so I didn't tell them that I needed these 2 days off after the EMGs. And I was so busy trying to set up the jobs that I only did an hour research on the EMGs. And I just took their word for it, and they're a medical company, and if they don't sell me on doing the EMGs, then they're not making money. So, of course, they weren't going to tell me. So, that about sums it up. And, yeah. Some of the things I'm going to kind of just do a sole resolution for myself on here, just because I think I may have done a New Year's resolution, but I completely failed it just from all the struggle and bad what do you call that? Just a series of unfortunate events that have happened that have it's already hard enough living in a vehicle with no AC in the summer for anybody. I mean, if anybody's done that, they know that it just takes the life out of you. But so I got the little baby right here. These are going to be my little buddies. Try to keep me positive, focus on something. I got little baby Groot because I want to live in an eco village. And I got little Stitch because he's a surfer and pretty awesome. So here's the thing I've been watching with a lot of the learning about the lawyers on TikTok. Do your research fully before you get a workers' comp lawyer, because if the difference between getting a bad workers' comp lawyer and a good workers' comp lawyer is the efficiency and how fast it takes for them to get it done and the payout. My first workers' comp lawyer was absolutely terrible, and then the second one really just as terrible, and I might not be able to get a third one because they might have to keep splitting the money. I got recommended a different lawyer that said, yeah, if you would have came to me first, I could have easily for sure got you 50 to 70 grand. So that really sucks, and I just want to put that out there. And it's a real shame, because if I would have gotten a lawyer like that from the beginning, I would have been healed in a year. I would have been able to fix up this box truck, have air conditioning in it, afford healthy food, afford the $300 gym healing membership. The memberships, these are the state-of-the-art healing facilities. They're only like $300 to $400 a month, with the cryotherapy, the red light therapy, the sauna, the hyperbaric chamber, all that stuff. You get a nutritionist, They tell you exactly what supplements you should be taking. I probably would have been healed by now. And I wouldn't have had so much negative stuff to say about the system. Even though $70,000 would really be a lowball offer. Who knows if I would have been healed up or not, because there was the spinal protrusion in my lumbar, in my neck, and the tear in my shoulder, and that's just the three that they scanned with the MRI back at Con Centra. With those scans, they said, "Oh, go back to working 10 pounds, 8 hours a day," when I couldn't even raise either of my shoulders. Most mornings I can't raise my shoulders unless I fully hydrate, and sometimes if I lubricate and get the shoulders completely warmed up, I can raise my shoulders now through absolute meditation and warming up the muscles. But the next day they're stiff again. It's like that every day. Like right now, both of my knees are stiff, my hips are stiff. There's popping in that spine, both shoulders, the neck, the ankles all pop. Pretty much all my major joints pop right now, today. So, yeah, never give up on life. Pursue your dreams. If you're gonna do van life, get a box truck, outfit it, make sure you have $5,000 minimum, and make sure you have a remote job that's full-time. I would just say full-time before you start doing van life. And van life should be more accepted, and there should be places for people to park when they're doing van life. That's why I originally set out to do this journey in 2016 by choice. But now I'm just looking for an eco village, because everything is just too hard to do on my own. And eventually I just want to settle down in an eco village, especially after my injuries. And if I do any type of working out, I'm in pain, and only way I'd ever be able to really work out again consistently if I lived in an eco village and only worked 3 to 4 hours a day and at my own pace, and could take the breaks when I wanted to, versus a schedule that doesn't allow me to listen to my body. So I do still have those hopes to get back into fitness, because fitness is important, and that's why I got these electric legs. So there's beauty in the world. The last 2 days I was just sucked into so much negativity over and over. Actually, like since 2020, just like when an algorithm runs on you for so long when you're injured, and you're just watching doom, it starts to make you go insane, and then you're commenting shit. It's making me, when I'm in that zone, it's like I'm a fucking revolutionary. I don't know if I'll ever be able to walk again. All this type of shit. It's like, fuck, I just can't wait. Get this money from these lawyers. If I would have had the money from the lawyers, I would have probably been able to go through with my New Year's resolution, not being on my phone ever, except when I was posting videos about what I'm doing and editing videos. But when you're injured and your mind is driving you crazy, and you really don't have a lot of things to do, you scroll and you watch videos, and you see the negativity of the world that drives you insane. So I'm really hoping by the end of this year, by the end of next year, I can actually fulfill that New Year's resolution. And the only time that I'm on the internet is when I'm posting a video about how great my life is, instead of seeing all the negative stuff that's on the screen. So, peace, love, joy, prosperity, strength, vitality. Always follow your dreams. That's it.